April, and today I'm going to show you how to take one of our decals and apply it to a piece of stained wood. So for this project, I have a piece of basswood, basswood plank that I purchased off of Amazon. You can also get these at Joann's or Michael's or any other craft store. I'm going to be applying a 9x12 decal to the top. I've already stained it using a foam brush and special walnut stain. I went and put 2 coats on top, and then I let it dry just a little bit and wiped the excess off with a paper towel. You can use any stain you like, but to achieve this effect, this is the special walnut stain. You're also going to need some either masking tape or painter's tape for this project, and a credit card or anything like a squeegee that is going to be easy to burnish the decal on top of the sign. So let's get started. Okay, so now we're ready for our project. I have the wood that I have stained. I did not just stain this today. I stained this 4 days ago, so it's had plenty of time to dry. If you live in a very humid climate, you may want to wait a little bit longer, but it's nice and dry. I have my decal. If you have a squeegee laying around, you can use that. If not, a credit card or an old driver's license will work just as fine. A measuring tape and some masking or painter's tape. So the first thing you're going to do is take your decal and place it on top of your piece of wood. This wood has also not been sealed with any type of polyurethane or sealant. It's been sanded and stained 4 days ago. That's it. No sealant on top. If you have a sealant on top, it's not going to stick. So decal on top. You can take your measuring tape and measure from the top and bottom if you want to be really accurate and see. That's about 1 1/4 from the top and bottom. I'll move it down a little bit more. So you just adjust it till you get it exactly where you want it to go. Perfect. And then on each side, and on this particular decal, it goes to the absolute edge. So I'm not going to have to worry about that. Okay. Next, you take a piece of painter's tape. And you're going to put it, you can actually either put it horizontal or vertical, but for this one I'm going to put it vertically. And you want it to go along the whole length. So you're just going to press it down. And then before you rub it too much, you want to just make sure your decal hasn't moved at all. If so, you can go back and center it and then push the tape down. You can even put it on the table if you like. Okay, now for this part, before we lift the decal off of the backing, we're going to take either your squeegee or your old driver's license or credit card and just press firmly, just to make sure in case during shipping some of the pieces came off of the backing. Want to make sure it's nice and stuck to the transfer tape. Okay, now we're going to peel the transfer tape away from the backing, and the decal should be stuck to the top, the transfer tape. Okay, and you start peeling. If any part of the decal is not sticking to the transfer tape, you're going to go back and rub it some more. You can even use your fingernail. All right, and you're going to go all the way to the hinge like this. And then you also need to get your scissors ready to cut. And you're going to cut as close to the hinge as possible. Like that. This is to throw away. Okay, now you're going to hold this up like this, and then you're going to take your credit card, and working from the center, you're going to press it down. Gentle, but with pressure. Okay, and then we're just going to go over it. All right, at this point you can remove your hinge, a piece of tape, We're going to do the same thing to the other side. So again, let's press down and make sure it's nice and stuck to the transfer tape. All right, lift up, grab the backing and start pulling slowly. If you can see any part of the decal is not sticking to the transfer tape, we're going to just push it down and rub it some more with your fingernail or the card. But this is coming off nice. Okay, and exactly like we did on the other side, we turn it so it's a little easier to work with. Grab your driver's license or credit card and working from the center. Yep, go slow, you don't have to hurry. Take your time and press down. Okay, and then once more I'm going to go over it with nice and firm pressure. All right, now we're going to, the last step is to take the transfer tape off of your sign. So you're going to pull it at a 45-degree angle, nice and slowly, and it should be stuck very well to the wood. Sometimes little pieces you might have to go back. If it were to stick to the transfer tape, all you would do is push it back down and rub it a little bit, but these are sticking. If you have let your stain dry for a few days, you should not have any problems with this step. And that is it. So here's your sign. Your decal has been applied. What I normally suggest is to now take a sealant. You can use any type of Mod Podge or polyurethane. You could use this clear gloss, or Minwax makes one, polyacrylic protective finish, water-based, clear matte. And then you would just take your, your foam brush and dip it in. And then just put a coat on top, let it dry. If you want, you can put another coat, but it's not necessary. And that's it. It's ready to display at your wedding.